Hello, good morning. Hi, Nar. Thank you for the bits. How are you? I was about to start streaming and then I had to step away from my desk because I decided I needed a blanket. Even in this like 90-degree heat, I was like, it's a cozy Saturday though. So I just have my air conditioner blasting and then I'm in a sweater and a blanket and we're gonna have a very chill stream this morning. EC love. Thank you for the EC love. EC sending love right back your way. We have some new channel point redemptions. The check-in is still not working, so I apologize for that. We're troubleshooting it. I'm talking to the creator now. So hopefully I'll get that figured out for next weekend and we can have our check-in and then y'all can keep track of how many times you've hung out with me. Name a bug. Nar, there's already a bug named after you. Okay, what other bug should I name after you? We have Nari Snail already. The name of bug is Hi Z. Yes, Moth. Name a bug redeem means that I will name one of the bugs after you in the insectarium. I was getting a little I was getting a little overwhelmed with like naming people. So I was like, I want them to be able to tell me that they want to be named after, or a bug named after them. And then also, you can also pick the name. Yeah, if you want to name one of the bugs, we have lots of bugs to name. This clown isopod doesn't have a name. And neither does this lichen bagwort moth. They're all legendaries, so they'll stick around forever. So I was thinking of having y'all name the legendary ones. So if you don't want it named after you, because you already have a Nari Snail, you can let me know what you want. You feel like Clown Isopod is a good name already? I think we can make it better. We could pull something from the Kefka raid and name it after that. I could make it Nari Clown. Where is this one? Clown Isopod. Hook, Light, and Stinker? I don't know if that will fit. Let's try. We'll do and Stinker. There, there it is. All right. I have fulfilled your redeem. Thank you so much for participating. So yeah, you can choose. If you want the bug named after you, or if you want to name a bug, you can redeem. If there's too many, I might have to do non-legendaries, and then we can always transfer names over. But yeah, we have, let's see, $42 million. I did say the last thing, I was like, we need to get another breeding box. So I'm going to unlock that. And we can also, I think, let's just upgrade all of these. That's going to help us get our legendary bugs faster. Because we are working on... We got this new one, the brass small-headed fly. The head is small, yet its field of vision can reach almost 360 degrees. Its habits are similar to those of bees. Yeah, these look kind of like the little bee flies that I really like. But they might be different. I don't know. Lassia... You used to be able to click on this and it would go to the Wikipedia page. Oh, here we go. It's bringing me to the Wikipedia page. Unclear. Genus. Oh no, these are not the bee flies. These are something else. Bee flies are in the family Bombilidae. Good morning, Starberry Eye. How are you? So I think what are we breeding right now? We've got the small-headed flies, the weevils, and the snails. So we can move on to... Oh my goodness. It's a sleepy Saturday indeed because I clicked the same thing 3 times thinking I'd get a different result. Oh, we're like done with those. We can do the lace wings, which I have in the other ones. You're doing good watching with your kitten? Oh my goodness. Hi, kitten. Hi, kitten. How old is your kitten? So we can throw these lace wings in. These are fun. We have a green lace wing and a Eureka lace wing. We have something new in the collection also, apparently. What am I missing? Oh. Oh, these snails look very similar. Transparent apple snail versus white silk apple snail, but they are different colors. No description yet. No description yet. I see it's these two. Alright, cute. How much was the other breeding tank? Oh, $50 billion to unlock. Okay, well, I guess we'll just function with our 4 for now. 50 billion is a lot. So I think let's buy the next thing. I think it's the... Can we afford it? Yes, the baby candy cane snail is $10 million. But we can afford to get 2 of them. And we'll hope that they give us the 2 different colors. Kittens! There's 2! I feel like it's like a law of nature that there always has to be at least 2 kittens. When we got our cats growing up, me and my sister, we both got 1 each, and so they had, yeah, sisters. Oh, so cute. And we named them, my cat was like a black tabby, and then hers was orange, and we named them Carmel and Pepper. And then my boss, like last year, got kittens, and it was very fun. I got to go see them, and they were also sisters. They're white and orange. Oh, that's adorable. Hi, kittens. Do your kittens like bugs? Do they like to chase bugs? My cat would do that a lot, where they would chase after spiders. And my dog actually does it now, too. I don't have a cat anymore. But I have a dog, and she loves it when flies get in the house because they are just endless entertainment for her. Okay, we did get our candy snails. So we got the white jade and the white painting candy cane snail. No descriptions. They were feral kittens before, so maybe. Well, I'm glad that they found a good home. I found my dog outside. I don't think she was feral. Dogs don't really go feral, right? But she was definitely abandoned. It was her and another dog just got dumped on my friend's farm. And then I got a message from my friend and she was like, hey, I have this dog. I think you'd really like it. This is an overwhelming number of bugs. I think I could sell some things. Because we're, like, some of these bugs, especially in this tank, they're making, like, yeah, 27 million a day. Oh, the sleep and purr combo. I love that. So cute. You can tell they're very content. So I think I can sell some of the bugs that, like, it's weird because I'll look at them and it's like it looks like they're making a lot of money just because, like, in real life it would be a lot of money. Like, for example, I have all of these, large bagworm moths. They're making me $21,000 a day. And I'm like, whoa, that's huge. I have to save them. And I have 7 of them. But I'm like, in reality, when I'm making 118 million a day from other bugs, it's like that's like pennies, right? So I'm like, I could make some room. Oh, and you understand that dogs, you have many animals? How many different kinds of animals do you have? My roommates and I in college were basically running a petting zoo. When we moved into our apartment, we had to sign a thing saying that like we weren't gonna get any more animals because we had so many animals when we moved in. So we had, oh my goodness, I had two hedgehogs, and that was my only contribution. So like it was mostly my roommates' animals, but I loved them. They were very cute. We had a bunny, a hamster, a fish, a cat, no, two cats, and a dog. And I don't think I might be forgetting another small animal, but I think that was everything. But yeah, people would come over to our apartment and just like you could just pet whatever animal you wanted that day. Oh, I have to rename Dermapterin when we get our new fancy beetle. You have kittens, dogs, and guinea pigs. Oh, very cute. I've never owned a guinea pig though. I've had friends who had hamsters before. I've had hedgehogs. I always wanted to get like a ferret, and I had a friend who had a ferret, but I never ended up getting one. I also always wanted birds when I was younger. I don't want birds anymore, but I always wanted birds, especially like the cloud parakeets. I just thought they were really cute. Ah, the bug. I clicked the bug and I got $4 million. Nice. Oh yeah, I need to rename this one. I talked to Zadori before, and we agreed that this bug is her. So we're gonna change this one. Starberry, do you want a bug named after you? I've been naming my bugs after chatters. There's a new channel redeem to name a bug, so you can have it so you can name it after you, or you can just choose to name a bug something funny. So like Nar, he named this one Hook, Line, and Stinker. Um, so I have this butterfly that I was gonna rename. Thank you for redeeming name a bug. There are some puns in here. So I have like Lexapod is Lexa, but it's a pun on hexapod, which is what the like technical name for insects are. It just means 6 legs. And all insects have 6 legs. Name one polka. Let's see if I have a good one for polka. These ones are named after chatters already. A lot of things have dots on them. Let's go to the other tank and see if there's anything. I think we're better. Oh, this dairy cow isopod. Oh, this is a shared Twitch. I'm Polka. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Hi, Polka. I love the dairy cow isopod. I had one in another game, and so I'm not ever planning to sell this one. But yeah, I should lock it then. This is one of my favorites. I will name this one Polka. There you are. And then I will move you to the box 1 with all of our friends, because this is where they all are. Okay, we have $14 million again. So I should probably upgrade some stuff. What is this? 1 million to add new items? Sure. Purchase feeding robot. I think this is new to the game. I've never seen this before. Cloud feeding robot. It helps the insects rapidly. That's probably just a translation problem. But yeah, I bet it like, because you have to do this to like feed them. So I bet it just like kind of rains down food. That would be cool. It's very expensive though. Yeah, 100 million. Okay. What else do we want? I want a radiation sign. Sand too. Cake tower. 14 quadrillion dollars. That's probably too much. Let's put the sand in. Um, wait, let's put the sand in the third tank. Hold on. Save and quit. Oh, I don't have a third. Yes, I do. We'll make this one like a desert. There's definitely radiation in the desert. And tree branch. Okay, we can change soil and the wallpaper. Ooh, that might be too much yellow. Yeah, that's kind of hard to look at. I like the gray wallpaper, very neutral. Move these fish. We want to make sure they're still happy. Yeah, so the ecosystem is poor. So we want to make sure the ecosystem's not poor. Um, you can move these snails. These are hard to clutch. They're so fast. I'll eventually sell that, but we can move it for now. Okay. Ecosystem's no longer poor. Everyone is earning a good amount of money. Do I want to do anything with my 12 million? Do I want to rename another bug? I can if you want me to. I personally don't mind them not having names. A lot of these are filler bugs. Like I will get rid of them eventually because right now I'm just using them to like breed. So actually I should check on that. Like I need to get rid of any of the green horn snails. They're just taking up space. The green weevils are also taking up space, and the green flies are also taking up space. Starlight wants one too. Oh, yeah. What name do we want for another bug? I am gonna get rid of some of these. Oh, I had it set for one per stream because I was originally thinking it would just be like a name it after yourself. And so that's why. But you could just tell me. You don't have to use the channel points for that. And then I'll fix that later because I was talking about making it so you could name not only after yourself, but if you want to just name a random bug. You never thought having a shared account with Joanne. I can also change it right now. Oh, that's wrong. I'm in the wrong place. I'm so slow at things. Viewer rewards. All right, it might not update because I already started the stream and like it might update for next stream. Oh, next stream you'll redeem. Okay, that sounds good. Not a problem. Check my inventory. I wanted to also get rid of. Oh, here, I'll rename Slowbro Slowbro Snail Sip. Where's Slowbro Snail Sip? Rename Slowbro Snail Sip. And then I'm gonna sell that one. Sell that. Okay, a little less visually cluttered. Oh, it did work. Okay, yes, I just changed it. I just wasn't sure if it would update next stream or this stream. Perfect. Yeah, let me know what bug you want to name, and then we will move on, I think, to the actual game for today. And we will be playing Mothkeep, which just came out yesterday. So I bought it and downloaded it yesterday, and I'm very excited to check it out. And it is going to be just as cozy, I believe. Okay. We're working on it. We're getting to... We have one of each. It's been half an hour. How are your bugs doing? I think pretty good. They seem okay. They seem fine. It seems like later the bugs are... Like, they take a much longer time. Yeah, to breed. They, like, have to hit a higher target. So these upgrades, I feel like, are going to be really important. Otherwise, it's going to take a really long time. You're fine with any bug being named Starlight since Starlight is in the middle of Roblox, so she won't be responding to me anymore. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Starlight. Let's see. I like this grasshopper because it kind of like reminds me of like, you know, like the sky a little bit with the blue. Let's check out what else do we have. I feel like that would be fitting for Starlight. Yeah, these ones are bland because they're not the legendary ones yet. So yeah, we have our legendary grasshopper. The copper-legged weevil is also kind of cool, but that one is just the purple. So we're still working on breeding the best version of that. So yeah, let's do this one. How do I... And it's just Starlight. Perfect. All right, there you go. Welcome to the community, Starlight. Welcome, Polka. All right, I'm gonna get Mothkeep set up. Y'all can continue to enjoy looking at the bugs while I do that. I'll check back in on our terrarium at the end of stream. But yeah, this game just came out, so I'm very excited to test it out. I think it's from a German developer, a very small indie team. Okay. Oh, scientific note. I am, of course, going to be curious about that as a scientist. Okay, all moths present in this game are based on real Central European moths. The main portion of moths presented in this game are day-active moths. The presentation of animals and plants in the game does not always match its real sizes. This is mainly due to gameplay reasons. For example, displaying eggs to true size would make them undiscoverable. Yes, they're very small. Not all of these moth stages and flowers are discoverable in nature at the same time. To not introduce a season mechanic to keep the scope manageable for me, I removed this constraint. I hope this game makes you curious to learn more about the animals and plants around you. My knowledge about moths is based mainly upon this book and websites. Oh nice, they have citations. Yeah, that's definitely German. Okay. Alright, let's jump right in. Approach carefully and try to observe the moth closely. It's a cinnabar moth. Okay, try to take a good look. Oh, we're taking a quick break. Okay, I'm gonna take a break too then. Hold on. I think I have... Add in progress. Okay, I can finally see it. I was like, I think there's a way for me to see on my stream manager. I don't have it set up in OBS, so I have to actually pull up my Twitch stream manager. I don't know if there's a way to see it in OBS, but that's nice that it has the countdown for me, because I was originally thinking I'd have to set up basically like a timer to be like, when is the ad over? Good chance for me to drink a lot of water. I find that I end up yapping too much, and then I'm like, I have water on my desk and I just forget to drink it. So this is also good for me. Get up and stretch, everybody. It seemed like you just have to catch the moth by clicking on... Oh, there's a spider in here. Sorry, that's in real life. The jumping spider. Hello, little buddy. I'm not surprised because I do just let them hang out in my house. There's a couple that live by our front door and then one that's living in my office right now, apparently. They're a good spider. I like both spiders. But it distracted me. I forgot what I was saying. Having an ADHD moment. Yeah, I think it's gone. I don't think it's gonna come back. Oh wait, no, I was talking about the game. I was like, I think it looked like there's like a green area in that circle where I have to just click and react. And then that will let me actually catch the moth. Alright, welcome back. Welcome back. I took a water break while y'all were gone. I think the ad should be over now. So we caught that moth and it says, ah, finally. Let me just quickly add a last journal entry for today. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! What? Ah. Was that scripted or was that just because I'm clumsy? Everything is clean again. The book, however, is ruined. Oh no. It was an heirloom from my great aunt Galena, who left me this natural treasure around us. But no need to worry, this is the perfect opportunity to go outside and update my moth list. As luck would have it, I even have a fresh journal in my bag. Okay, take your journal out of the bag. Moths. Ooh. Okay, so these are all the moths that we can find. It tells us the different areas. Click on moths to jump to their overview page. I see. We have not found them yet. It's a lot of page turning. Use the bottom corner to turn the page. Close the book once you're familiar with it. Okay. My grand aunt filled out a new moth journal every year. We're simply continuing her tradition. Let's find all the moths. Ooh, okay. This is very cute. Path. That is where we will start. I see moths and a letter. Let's start with the letter. When observing moths, it's important to remain calm. Hectic movements scare away the moths. With love, Galena. If you can no longer see any moths, you can go to a different habitat, sleep here to attract new moths, or get a hint. Okay, so do I want to do it in the blue? Okay, and then in the green, I guess. I discovered the pupa stage of the green forester. Alright, the green forester adds skin. Oh my goodness. I love scientific names. Adskita species. Plant more flowers to attract more moths. The pupa is brown and hidden by a thin white cocoon most of the time. Discovered on field scabious in the past. Oh, it's telling me the plant that I found it on too. Look at that. That's a pupa. Okay. I saw an adult. I discovered an imago stage. That means adult. That's a scientific word for the final stage after metamorphosis. It's a very common moth that loves to fly in the sunlight. Discovered on common knotgrass in the path. There she is. Or he. I don't know the sex of this moth. Every moth has its favorite plant. You can always visit Tara's shop to buy plants to attract moths in different regions. Okay, well, I see another moth. We rediscovered. Okay, so it's the same moth. I also have a camera. Okay, so I can take photos. Oh. Okay, I took a screenshot. I have 3 moth points. Sleep here to attract new moths or get a hint. Receive a hint. Sleep here. Let's go to the map. Maybe the shop is open? No. It's not open. Discover more moth evolution stages to unlock the shop. Okay, so we found one. I see 1 of 2 butterflies, 1 of 2 pupa, 1 of 2 caterpillars, and 1 of 2 eggs. Okay, so we're looking for... This is the same moth. Oh, there's a caterpillar. discovered, oh, a different species. This is the blood vein, Timandra kame. The larva caterpillar looks like a delicate twig. Yep, that looks like a caterpillar. This is its head. You can tell because it has the 3 legs here. So that's its head with its mouth parts, and then 1, 2, 3 legs. That makes this its butt. All the legs that you see here are the fake legs that caterpillars have. Those are called pro legs, and they're just like extras. They're not true legs. All right. We're looking for eggs and caterpillars. You see another, is that a caterpillar? Yeah, it's the same one. There's eggs. I was gonna say, it's either a caterpillar or eggs. Okay, those are the eggs of the blood vein. My darling will hatch from these eggs. They like the field scabious. There they are. I like that they're pink. Plant more flowers to attract more moths. I cannot. Not yet. Alright. I'm not seeing anything else. But some of these are hard to see. I can sleep. There we go. That's another caterpillar. That's the forester caterpillar. Yeah, there's the larva stage. The caterpillar leaves a trail that looks like a trail of vines. It's fuzzy. We love a fuzzy little guy. We just need the eggs of that one. Sure, rediscovering gives me coins. So I have 11 coins now. Yes, so that's going to be helpful for buying stuff. I'm not seeing anything else. I think we're gonna have to sleep again. I think we're gonna have to sleep again until we get everything in this first area. Where am I going? Yeah, because everything else is locked. Yeah, I need to completely document at least one moth. We're kind of close. I see a lot of the same caterpillars. Alright, give me some eggs. Oh, there's the other moth. That is the blood vein moth. Did you see the clown face? Do y'all see a clown face? I don't see it. Oh, I think when the wings are closed, this is the smile. And the teeth, right? Like the line in between. And then this is the eye and the other eye. That's a little unsettling. Now I see like a clown face ripped in half. saw it there, yeah. Oh, there's the other pupa. I think this will unlock the next area. Oops. Yeah, because we fully have the blood vein complete. The cocoon has a very interesting shape. There it is. That's the head. This is where the proboscis will develop, this little like bump here. And then this is where the wing pads are. And then the butterfly's abdomen. I unlocked a new habitat on the map. Yeah, it's called the shop. Let's go shopping. I love shopping. Oh, okay. So we can buy different plants. Oh, there's a cat here. It's giving me the side eye. Hello, kitty. Hello, Kotki. Okay, items. No items. So I should probably read the letter. I'm currently not around. I'm traveling the world. Just leave your coins on the table. My cat will check if everything's correct once a week. You can collect coins by interacting with moths. I love that. I love the cat is the shop owner. The cat is doing the math. That's the accountant. But he's only checking once a week. So, like, could I take something and then, like, be like, I'll drop this off? You know, like, I'll pay for it later, like an IOU. Well, this is... Okay, this is the field scabious. It's called that because it was used to treat scabies. And it attracts the green forester. This is Rumex. Okay, so that's a kind of dock. That's a sorrel. Okay. It's full of vitamin C. It attracts the blood vein and the green forester. Common knotgrass. The young stems and leaves can be used as a vegetable. It attracts the blood vein, which we already have all of those. You can also press the desk bell to order new shop items. I think that's okay. Maybe we get some of this field scabious for now. Let's see how the planting. Okay. Should put it in just the middle of the path, or should I put it like somewhere nice? Put it like, yeah. Oh, and I can move it later, it looks like. What is this? Observe moths. Oh, move items, collect items. Okay, let's observe. I don't think I needed it. I found the eggs. All right. These old friends come in groups of up to 40. Beautiful. Looks like corn. Forbidden corn. Nice. I've discovered all the natives moths of this area. And we have a new habitat. Should I bring my item with me? I feel like maybe not. It's only gonna attract the moth we already found. Unless we have to find it somewhere else, I'm gonna leave it here. Alright, next is our mixed forest habitat. Oh, I see a lot of good stuff already. I met Tara here in the forest. We quickly became friends. Without their plants, I never would have been able to attract so many moths. I'm very grateful to them, and not just for the plants. With fond memories. Galina. We've got some eggs. This is the four-dotted footman, Cybosia mesomela. These moths prefer it warm and moist. This one looks like bubble wrap. Forbidden bubble wrap. No, don't pop them. Whoa, it's getting harder. Discovered the adult stage of the Tau Emperor, Aglia Tau. Adult Aglia Tau lack a mouth. Yes, this is true of many different moths. Some of them, they don't feed as adults, so they just simply don't have mouth parts. So their whole job is to be an adult, breed, and die. So they'll have very quick lifespans. There are moths that will have mouth parts that will feed, and they, you know, can tend to live a little bit longer because they're actually taking in nutrients to, you know, extend their lifespan. There is also a moth, I don't remember where it lives. I think it, like, I could be making this up just because it seems appropriate, but I think it lives in Transylvania. No, not sure. What am I thinking of? Tasmania. No. I can't remember. It's a vampire moth, though. It, like, drinks blood. Let me look it up. Because I cannot remember. Yeah, there are a few rare species. Where do they live? Instead of sucking the blood themselves, they use a saw-like rocking motion to drill through the skin. They're found in parts of Europe and Asia. Where specifically, though? But it could actually be in Transylvania. Habitat. Oh, native to Malaysia, the Urals Mountains, and southern Europe. But it has been found in northern Europe, Finland, Sweden. Okay, yeah. They're very cool. But yeah, they can drink blood. So, not this one. It doesn't have a mouth. But there are moths that will do that. That's our fun and maybe horrifying fact for the day. Pupa. Okay, so we found the four-dotted footman's pupa. They hide like this during springtime. It's shiny. Found another pupa. This is for the Tau Emperor. It's their winter shell. Okay, so they overwinter as a pupa then. So different butterflies will overwinter in different life stages. So this one overwinters as a pupa. Some will overwinter as caterpillars or eggs, and some will even overwinter as adults. It really just depends on the species and where they're living at. What else is there? There might be, I'm sensing a pattern of like maybe there's 4 things on the map at once. Oh, there's a bird. I got distracted by the bird. Scared the moth because I was distracted by the bird. It gave me an achievement though. It said it's cute, but it's not what you're looking for. And here's our garden tiger moth. Arcata kaja? Its appearance confuses tits that want to eat the moth. Okay, guys, tits is a bird. Just putting it out there in case you don't know. Anyone who ignores the warning will eat a poisonous animal. Yes, so this is a poisonous moth. It's using its coloration, and it will do, I think they're called like diamatic displays, right? Where it will like flash the wings and it like scares things and confuses them, and so then they won't eat them. There are, what am I trying to say? I don't remember. ADHD moment. We'll move on. Here are its eggs. The egg is flattened at the base. It's just differently colored bubble wrap. I think that's 4 things because I scared the one away. Alright, so this is what I was just talking about with the overwintering stages. So this larva says it survives a cold winter in this state. Is it frozen or just slowly evolving? There it is. So yeah, there's the head and the 3 front legs are real, and then all those other legs are fake. Not like fake like they don't exist, but they're not truly legs. They're not segmented. They're more like these little like suction cup thingies. The caterpillar has particularly long hairs. Yep, that's a very hairy caterpillar. There are caterpillars that will sting you that have hairs like this. I can never remember. There are some that are safe that have hairs and some that aren't. So I just like, if I see a caterpillar like this, I just never touch it. I'm like, no, that's okay. That's because I'm more of a butterfly person. So I know like how to identify a lot of butterflies and their larvae stage, their caterpillars. But there are so many moths. There's so many more moths, right? And there's just so many caterpillars that look alike. I actually work with somebody who is doing this whole moth monitoring project, and he basically has to go and collect the caterpillars from the field, and then to know what it is, you actually have to raise them to adulthood. And then that's the only way you can ever tell what they are, because they just all look so much alike. So I think that was all 4 things. Yeah, because we rediscovered quite a bit. I bet we could buy something to maybe help us get. Hi Zadori, good afternoon. You scared me for a second because I forgot about time zones and I was like, oh no, is it already noon? It is not noon for me, but good afternoon. Or good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Moths are awake at all hours of the day and night, so. Alright, this is our emperor larva. If the caterpillar is ready for pupation, they let themselves drop to the floor. Yes, so different species will do different behaviors. So when the caterpillar is getting ready to go into the pupa and go through metamorphosis, it will either go up, like it will just climb really far up, and it will leave its host plant, the plant that it was eating, to grow, and then, you know, it will like do that. It might stay on the host plant, or some of them will even drop into the soil and kind of like go down into the rocks and like pupate and overwinter in the rocks. And so there are some butterflies that will do that as well. I think that was everything. I might want to check. Let's go check the map and see. The stream keeps pausing for you. You think it's your browsers? Oh, I'm sorry. Good luck. Okay, yeah, so there's 3 different species, so maybe we can get something at the shop to help us. Yeah, this will attract some stuff, and it only costs 1 coin. Oh, it's just leaf. It's just leaf litter. Okay, we're stable. I'm glad to hear you're stable, at least internet-wise. Okay. I'm glad you found that funny. I probably would not say that to anybody else. Let's use our item. Okay, so I bought this leaf litter, so hopefully it attracts. We need the eggs of the emperor and the pupa of the tiger moth. So, oh, there's already some leaf litter there. Oh, look, there's already eggs. Let's put it here, foreground, where it is nice and easy to see. All right, we're done with our emperor. We found all the life stages. The eggs take about 3 weeks to hatch. I think that's the pupa we were looking for. Yep. The wing sheaths of this pupa sometimes stick out. Interesting. So let's talk about this part. So this is the head. The mouth parts are here. This is the wing from this angle. And then this is its butt. You're surprised by how many bug games there are? And this is not even the tip of the iceberg. Oh, I see you redeemed the pet moth. You have to, it only works in moth mode, so you have to turn me into a moth first, and then you can pet me. I need to get a, I don't know, pet moth girl version. I was trying to fix my check-in before stream and it did not work. So we're still troubleshooting with the creator, but we'll get that up and running eventually. But I was like, oh, I had the pet thing that you showed me how to do. So I was like, well, we'll just throw this in here too. But I have to be in moth mode for that to work. Oh, and I have new habitat. Oh, this was all the way in the back of the journal. This is the Jersey tiger. Euplagia quadripunctaria. A very voracious little creature. It takes a month-long break as a pupa. There it is. Discovered on bird vetch in forest path. Oh, is it? Oh no, it's vetch. Okay, that's the purple flowers. I am a bug person, but my most recent job, I had to learn some plants. And so I'm a little familiar with plants now, but only plants that have to do with butterflies. Which is kind of funny because people will ask me oh, what's this plant or what's that plant? And I'm like, oh, I have no idea. But if you ask me about like what does this butterfly, lay its eggs on for the species that I was studying, I'm like, oh, you have these plants and I can identify this or that. But like every other plant, no clue. We found the adult. It loves flower nectar. Okay, so this one does have mouth parts. But yeah, it was funny because I didn't know any of the plants at all when I first started my job. So I was going out to the field and like identifying basically everything that I could see. And out of the things that I could see, I basically would look at what was a host plant. And then from there, I would be like, okay, I'm going to remember that one. So I learned how to identify all of these plants. And then I just forgot all the ones that were unrelated to butterflies. So I'm like, yep, I remember learning that. Don't remember what it is. This is where Tara found her cat, Mallow. Oh, the cat's name is Mallow? That's a really good name. She was tiny, filthy, and limping. Oh, Tara did a really good job nursing Mallow, don't you think? Give Mallow all the pets from me. She's always loved that. This is the speckled yellow. Pseudopanthera macularia. I added an N. Macularia. I love scientists. I love taxonomists. They're the people who name things. It's astonishing that this cute little thing turns into something that resembles a predator. This moth likes the sun. This area might only have 2 things. I feel like I saw 2 before also. Let's go back. I don't think, because we haven't finished. We need just the adult of a 3rd species here. I don't see that. I see pupa, eggs. 4 eggs. We have a lot of coins too, so I think I'm just gonna sleep. Oh, there it is. That is the 4 dotted footman. It's probably named that because it has 4 dots. Yes, they have 4 eyes on their wings. That's what also influenced their English name. It's very cute. I really like the art style in this game. Have all of these things. Hello, Mallow. I've learned of your tragic backstory, and now I don't mind so much that you're giving me side eye all the time. Let's reroll. Okay, yeah, we need this male fern. The rhizome, leaf stalks, and especially the young plants are poisonous. Okay. Good to know. Don't eat it. The rhizome is like the underground parts with the, I think it's the roots plus the microbes are the rhizome. Let me look. Let me make sure. A rhizome is the horizontal subterranean plant stem that functions as an organ of food and nutrient storage. while propagating new roots and shoots from its nodes. Oh, so things that are just rhizomes are ginger, turmeric, bamboo, and various ferns. Yeah, it's the main stem of the plant. I'm thinking of the mycorrhizae, the fungus. There are like plants that will have a fungus network on their roots also, and it's called mycorrhizal fungi. That's why I was thinking. Pupa. The pupation takes place on the ground in a cocoon interspersed with soil, with the moths emerging only after overwintering. Looks very similar to a lot of the other pupa. Alright, we have our plant though, so we can place this here. We'll place it off the path. No, I don't like that either. Yeah. Looking good. No! I scared it away. I was too slow. Okay. Time to sleep. Discovered the Jersey tiger larvae. They sequester phytotoxins from their food. Okay, so yeah, we just learned in the shop that this plant was poisonous. So the toxins in the plant, the caterpillars are pretty well adapted to dealing with them. So they'll eat the plant and then they're sequestering the phytotoxins in the food. So that means they're not just breaking them down and like metabolizing them to be like making it not toxic to them. They're actually taking the toxins and incorporating it into their own bodies so that then they end up being poisonous themselves. Alright, these are the egg stages. So we finished the Jersey tiger. The eggs are lying loosely next to each other. Apartment. You know, sometimes the best place to find bugs is in your apartment. Oh, I like the party streamers. What's he doing up there? He's on the party streamer. This is my party bug. That is a clothing moth. Piniola Bisceliella. That's a mouthful. Bisceliella. Okay. In nature, the larvae live in the nests of birds and mammals, where they feed on the keratin of the animal hair and feathers. But in your apartment, I guess they eat your clothes. This is the Indian meal moth. Flodia interpunctella. Some foods also will attract moths. Under optimal conditions, the development of the moth takes about 35 days. We found it in our flour. Yeah. There are also a lot of beetles that will live in flour and grain. So they're often considered very large pest species. Oh, I bet I could plant something in these and attract more stuff. Look, we have... There's 4 species here. And then 4 in the apartment. Alright, we found everything. We found all of that. We're still working on the emerald owl. Okay. Oh, yep, I can get this bag of flour. If there were no moths living in here, it could be used for baking cakes. That sounds good. Maybe I should make like cookies or brownies today. I am gonna take a break in between streams because we're gonna play Monster Hunter later tonight. But I will need a break in between. There's our emerald owl. Logophora sitia. Fern plants. Oh, plant ferns to attract this moth. Reddish brown, slender, and with a blunt abdomen. There he is. I just put 2 bags of flour. Yes. Oh, there's a moth. That is the adult, or the Indian meal moth. It is also called a weevil moth. There should be one more thing. Oh, yeah, eggs. The eggs like to be wrapped snugly in wool. Discovered on wool. Oh, there's a letter in here I did not read. Some might call chaos in the kitchen irresponsible. I call it the perfect breeding ground for my favorite creatures. The more the merrier. I mean, like, to an extent. You don't want it, like, overrun, my goodness. The more the merrier in a kitchen? That's kind of ridiculous. I'm an entomologist, and even I know the limits of how many bugs is too many bugs. Like when I left my Trader Joe's babka on the counter, and I did not realize that it had like the container wasn't like fully plastic. It had like little slits in it, and I woke up and there were just ants everywhere. It was horrible. I had to throw my whole babka away. It was very upsetting. Alright, this is a new moth. Okay, the clouded buff. Diacrisia sanio? The caterpillar is only active at night. It sleeps during the day. I like this little... very fuzzy little guys. And there's our speckled yellow adults. Speckles are unique as fingerprints. That's very cool. There are a lot of, I feel like, patterns that are unique like that, where you could like use it to track individuals over time. One of my friends worked on this very long-term salamander project. Dang it. Goodbye, moth. Yeah, one of my friends worked on a long-term salamander project, and they take pictures of the spots that the salamanders had on their stomachs, on their underside. And that was a unique pattern. And so they would actually be able to track over the years the individual salamanders and how old they were and how often they came back to the same pond or like moved between the ponds. So there's a lot of stuff like that where you can actually use like pattern very unique patterns on animals to have it be like as individual as a fingerprint. Ooh, this is new. That is our clouded buff. It was first described by Carl Linnaeus in 1758. Yeah, that's true of a lot of moths. A lot of insects were described by Linnaeus. I don't like that guy though. I mean, I don't like a lot of old men scientists. They were very problematic. Alright, this is our emerald owl. We found the larva. The caterpillars like to eat ferns. I almost missed that one. It blends in very well. This is the clothing moth adult. Resilient and relevant even before the current era, these moths were already mentioned in ancient Assyrian cuneiform texts. What time is that from? History is my worst subject. It's really weird because I feel like people who didn't like biology would tell me that they're like, oh, biology is so hard because it's just like you have to just memorize a bunch of stuff. And like that is somewhat true when you're like starting out in biology and a lot of like the foundational classes. But then I was like, history should, like, to me, I'm like, it also feels like it's memorizing a lot of stuff to me, but it's like there is context around it. But I, for some reason, could never remember like anything. Okay, so Assyrian cuneiform is a wedge-shaped script from Mesopotamia. Okay, ancient Mesopotamia. It was used for 3,000 years, from around 3200 BC. Wow. These moths be old. I saw a question mark. What did I... Oh! It's the eggs. Whoa, that's very hard to see. They're so tiny. That is the mill moth eggs. Ephestia cuniella. Reading scientific names is often just a lot of guesswork. And then you talk to the experts and they have different ways of saying it and you're like, that must be right. But even some experts disagree on how to say things. There is one butterfly, for example, the painted lady butterfly. It's very common. It's one that you can order like to do like classroom butterfly rearing, and so you can raise the butterflies, and so you just order these online. But they're called painted ladies. The scientific name is Vanessa cardui, and some people will say cardui. And so there's disagreements even amongst the professionals of how to say this stuff. So if you ever like have to say a scientific name for any reason in your life, don't worry about it. Just do your best. We're all just kind of guessing. The eggs can hatch after just 96 hours at 30 degrees Celsius. That's pretty warm. But yeah, that sounds about right for egg development. Couple days at a hot temperature. They'll develop slower if it's colder. Alright, this is the case-bearing clothes moth. We have a lot of moths that like to eat fabric and food in our apartment. This is Tinea paleonella. It was one of the first moths to be scientifically described. It has some spots on its wings. Yes, it does. I think that was all the spots. Did I buy? No, I bought the flower. Let's see what else we can buy. We don't need leaf litter. We don't need the oak branch. I mean, I could buy more flour. Why not? A lava lamp. Wait. We definitely need a lava lamp. It's 22 coins. I mean, I understand why. It's the best item so far. Let's get the lava lamp. Yeah, we don't need more flour. I mean, I have more flour, but we'll still use it. It doesn't hurt to have more flour. That is the pupa stage. Alright, we're done with the clothing moth. Pupa, she likes to dress fancy. I mean, she does kind of look like a fancy lady. It likes fluffy things. There was also a larvae on this bag of flour. This is the larvae of the case-bearing clothes moth, not to be confused with the clothing moth. They live in a narrow enclosure that they build from fibers and hair. I do have a question about the items though, because this like attracts the things in the apartment, right? So it's clearly designed to be in the apartment. But can I put it, like, can I put a lava lamp in the middle of the woods? Like if I wanted to? I can. I can just put it in the middle of the woods. During the maturation process, the eggs change color from white to yellow and pink. That's pretty cool. They kind of look like sea creatures. Like the bones of a sea urchin. They're not really bones. I think it's like a calcium structure or something. Yeah, calcium carbonate, but it's not actually bones. I guess the real question is, will anything visit my forest lava lamp? You know, I hadn't thought about this, but like when I fail the timed interaction, the moths fly away. But the eggs, like what? Are they gonna fly away? They're not gonna go anywhere. Do they drop off the plant maybe? These green eggs are very well camouflaged. Okay. Yeah, like I want to look at some eggs and fail to see what happens. Yeah, okay, so like here's some eggs. They're just gone. They just evaporate. Oh look! They're here. Oops. I got too excited and I scared it away. Okay, so you can make things appear where they would not normally appear. That's kind of helpful. You could just put all your items in like one place and then find... Does it show me that now? No, it doesn't show me that there's new species that can be found here. It just shows me the same four. Oh my goodness. I keep rushing. All right, we found the adult mill moth. The females can lay eggs without having eaten beforehand. Hunger can't stop them. Pretty. And there's the larva. It has 6 caterpillar stages, but each has a dark head and a light body. So the caterpillar stages are called instars, like in and the stars, but put the word together, and that's what we call them. So the first instar is the smallest, and then this one would work its way through 6 different instars. That one was so fast. What am I missing here? I just need... I'm missing one species and everything but the caterpillars. Oh, I unlocked the garden. I did not even notice. Oh, ad break, ad break. Let me just take a sip of water. Sleepy today. There's a lot of reading in this game too, but it's fun because it's facts and we love bug facts. I lost track of where the spider went in my office, so I'm just looking around because I'm like, where have you gone? There was one, like it was like right next to my desk, so I do get a little worried that it's gonna like be on me. I don't really want them on me. That's the one agreement in our cohabitation clause, is that the spiders have to not touch me still. That might be something for me to work past. Because I'll hold other bugs, like no problem. I went to a bug fundraiser and I got to hold like a giant millipede and like all this other stuff. But the two things that my brain just like has this barrier for are spiders and also cockroaches. Still those two things I'm like, I don't really want to hold them. I have a healthy respect for them though. I like would not kill them for no reason. So I like to move the bugs outside. I'm like looking to see what's in here. I see the letter, but I'm looking for where the bugs hiding. I'm not really certain I see anything on this screen. But they might just be really good at hiding. Oh, I can scroll over too. There's like garden boxes for us to plant stuff in. But I don't see any bugs. We might have to plant things only. Alright, we're back. This garden is quite sad to look at during certain times of the year. When the sun shines again, we really should plant some more things here. Make the world how you like it. Okay, let's take some time to fill this place with life again. I think this is going to be where there's nothing here until we plant it. Can I plant a lava lamp? Give me a second lava lamp. Ooh, this lamp is cool. Moth lamp. A lamp in the shape of a moth. I love it. I love that so much. It will attract... We have all of those except for the emerald owl. We don't need these. Let's buy the moth lamp. Ooh, we can get another lava lamp. Though we are almost nearing having found everything the lava lamp will attract. Okay, I think we're good with the moth lamp. I want to put the moth lamp in my apartment. Right on the stove. Found new eggs. Wow, my 3-minute water break was not enough, apparently. I still have... My throat feels weird. Alright, a single moth can lay up to 300 eggs. The pupa makes herself comfortable in the pre-made casing. Oh, because the larvae spin like this tube already, so then the pupa just hangs out in the tube. Interesting. I think that was everything. Up a few more species before we can go to the cliff. This is one that's been very fast and I keep scaring it away. We finally got it. Okay. Their wings are green like a fern. Oh, I love this moth. The green moth. It's one of my friends. As a green moth, I love all other green moths. And I see some green eggs. I think these are also new. The eggs are laid in groups on the leaves of the food plants. They look like bubbles. Oh, of course, our lava lamp. Just missing a pupa. We just need one final pupa. Okay, caterpillar. Eggs. More eggs. We've already found this pupa. That's the adult. Give me pupa. No. I can't remember what we need from the lava lamp, so I'm just gonna get everything on the lava lamp. But oh yeah, see, there's a new thing. We got it. The larvae are often differently colored. That's a very good sketch. Like from far away, I was almost like, is that just a photograph of the larva? Oh, is this it? I think that's it. Our missing pupa. Yes, we got the clouded bug pupa. It loves to snack on plantain and nettle. Oh. The pupa. The caterpillar pupates in the spring after overwintering. So it will go through the caterpillar stage, overwinter as a caterpillar, and then pupate after. Okay. And we got everything. I'm taking my lava lamp. My bug-covered lava lamp. I want to see if I can put it in the garden. Still need the case-bearing clothes moth eggs, it looks like. Oh, look. They like the moth. Oh, sorry. That's it. I think that's the last one in the apartment. The larva pupates in a self-spun pupal case. Well, it's not the last one, but we did unlock the new area. One of the eggs. Okay, so we need eggs still. This is for the black-veined moth, Fiona lineata. They are often stored in linear structures. That mean? Like a stem? Like it's like a line? Or like a dandelion flower petal is kind of like a line? I'm not sure what it means. Silver Y, Autographa gamma. The animals fly rapidly from flower to flower in search of nectar, almost like hummingbirds. Yeah, there are also hummingbird moths that also look a lot like hummingbirds. This might be one of them, because I'm sure there's multiple, but there's one that like is very chunky and kind of green and brown. The chimney sweeper, Odesia atrata. The moth used to be abundant everywhere, but in some countries it has become quite rare. Beauty. So cute. Alright, and my letter. I know that life takes its course, but I never expected it to take you away from me so soon. I miss you so much, Galina. I spent the last few months in deep mourning, but today I thought of the words you spoke to me during our walk here. I remember disagreeing with you, but you were probably right. Life is truly too short to wallow in grief for too long. Mourning is good and important, but eventually you have to start living again. I will always carry you in my heart. Thanks for everything, Tara. Oh, that's sad. I didn't remember. My great aunt died. There's another letter. Don't forget to take time to rest. The moths will still be here when you return. Sometimes the most important things only become clear when you pause. With love, Galina. This micro moth are very small. Alright, how do I need to do one more species to get the picnic area? I need to do like basically everything at the cliff, and then the garden has no natives moths. You can place whatever you want here and create a habitat you desire. You just place household objects outside. I feel like I could just maybe get it so that everything... Oh, nice! Shopping queen. Purchase 10 items. I feel like I could just put everything in the garden, and then that way literally everything could show up there. We'll have like a little pile of leaves. Probably in the dirt. I think that would look better. So many hearts. Ooh, this is what we need. We need a dandelion. Put it in the cliff for now, and then when we're done in the cliff, we'll move it to the garden. Beautiful. One might think that the appetite of the very hungry caterpillar was inspired by this moth caterpillar. I guess it eats a lot. There it is. Beauty. It kind of has like a snake-like head. Alright, our black-veined moth pupa. They are preparing to start flying in early summer. there's another... Yes, things on this plant as well. That's a big egg. The females drop their eggs into the vegetation. Well, that's interesting. They do like a flyby. Instead of... A lot of eggs will have like an adhesive sort of thing on them, so the females will actually stick the eggs to the undersides of the plants, and that's probably the most common. But sometimes they will just lay them on the plant and there's no adhesive at all, and so the eggs will just fall off of the plant onto the ground, and that's like part of the life strategy of those species, is to get the eggs into the ground. So that's kind of funny. This one, it sounds like they drop them onto the vegetation and like hope that they stay there, maybe? There are so many different strategies that animals take. It's kind of fascinating. Our pupa of the chimney sweeper. The pupal stage lasts 12 to 32 days. I think that's all of it. Yeah, I think so. Might as well just find more plants. It'll help us find more moths. All things that I've seen before. Because they have the hearts instead of the question marks. Alright, we will sleep and see what we get. Same moths. We found all of these before. That's fine. I will collect these. And then I think we'll check in on our terrarium bugs and do some of Bugtopia management before wrapping up, because I have to eat and take a break before I come back later. Get our moth coins up first. I think that was everybody. Yeah, super, super cute. I really liked this game. We will finish up moth collecting another day. But for now, let's check in on our bugs. It's been an hour. No, it's been definitely more than an hour. Some larvae use their droppings as a defense mechanism. Huh, luckily I don't. Are you sure about that? Sounds like you might. We are looking for purple. Okay, nice. We got the purple, the other purple weevil. So I think we can put 2 purple weevils in the breeding tank. Do not sell, move to breeding box. And then we're looking for our, is this our weevil? No, where's our weevil? There it is. We're gonna fatten this one up, turn it into an adult, and then throw it in the breeding box. Oh, oops, there's 2 of you. There's 2 Zadori flies. I'll just be this butterfly for now. Let's see, $20 million. Let's go shopping. I guess I'll buy this plant. It's very cheap. Oh yeah, and I have to check. We got each color. We don't have the other color of fish, I don't think. Pearl Danio. And I believe these are also both pearls. Yeah, okay, so we need another fish. Try to get the other base color. Alright, we got it. Okay, so we're set up for when those need to breed. We're set up for when the snails need to breed. Set up for the isopods, the lacewings, these snails. I can move this. I wanted that one in third tank. That is our zebra Danio. It's black and white stripes resembling a running zebra. Darts through the water freely. Its lively and agile movements are eye-catching. Okay. Oh, right. We also have this one. They're breeding for green. So green is good. The management is getting out of hand. I'm trying to keep things in separate tanks so we can keep track of them, but there's a lot of stuff. Okay. We've started our weevil breeding, so we're going for the legendary gold colored weevil. These ones we're going for purples still, and this one is going for the green version. Okay. Let's see. So our weevils we can get rid of... Oh, here, let me rename Dermapterin. Dermapterin can be one of the fancy weevils. Okay, so we need one more purple small-headed fly. Alright, I think we're set up. We have 17 million. Is there anything else we should buy? could upgrade that. All right, now these are all pretty big numbers. So I think we have most of the upgrades that we should get, and we should save up. The baby millipede will cost 27 million. So we are going to save up for that. Welcome back, Starberry Eye. Or Polka. Welcome back, Polka. Do you prefer that I call you Polka over Starberry? Ah, a glitch. It gave me $5 million. I'm starting to get used to those. They're not as jump scary. You're fine with either? Okay, great. I think we're set up for later. So I'm going to leave this running while I take my break. But I'll be back later tonight to play Monster Hunter. So we'll check in on the terrarium first, and then we'll play Monster Hunter Wilds. If anyone wants to play with me, I'm just going through the story. So you're welcome to join in the link party. So we'll just be chilling in Monster Hunter, going through the story later, and checking in on our bugs in the terrarium. Yeah, we'll finish up Mothkeep another day, but I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for helping me name my bugs in the tank, and for the bits, and for hanging out and chatting. And I will hopefully see you later tonight. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.